Do you want to find thousands of influencers in your niche hiding in plain sight? Do you want to find influencers that can help you get your brand off the ground in other countries when you launch on Amazon? If so, stick around for this episode. You're going to be blown away. Welcome back to the Wizards of Amazon podcast, your weekly blueprint for explosive success. I'm Carlos Alvarez, full-time successful Amazon seller and organizer of the largest Amazon seller meetup group in the world. Let's do this. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Wizards of Amazon podcast, where we cover all things private label. My name is Carlos Alvarez, and I'm going to be your host today on this show. Now, today's topic is something that is near and dear to me and has been, well, even before I went into business for myself. So as far back as I can remember. And the title of this show, Influencer Goldmine on Meetup.com, that is not hype. And by the end of this episode, I think I'm going to have you convinced that this is the real deal. The tactics that I have used and that I'm going to share on this episode have been pure gold for me. This isn't something I used to use and it worked, and sometimes it works. It's something I deploy to this day. I approach it now using my team, and I'm not the one usually in the trenches doing it anymore, but it's something that it's almost one of the more important facets in our sourcing of a product to begin with, to make sure that we can utilize this powerful resource. So let's start from the beginning. For those of you that don't know what Meetup.com is, Meetup.com, which you can find online, obviously at Meetup.com, is a site where people can meet IRL in real life. You can meet IRL and you can meet other people that are into what you're into. A lot of people hear Meetup.com and they think it's like a dating site or something. It's actually not. It has nothing to do with dating. If you even attempt to set something up like that, they'll ban you. But Meetup.com is where you can go and find, say, Chihuahua lovers that meet at the park, reptile owners that like to get together once a month, wherever, pub crawl people, just any topic you can possibly think of. Someone has created, or thousands of people around the world have created groups around that topic, and people on Meetup.com can find those topics, join that group, and become active members of the group. As you're probably going to hear me say on every episode, I'm the organizer of the largest Amazon seller meetup on Meetup.com. So it's an extremely powerful site where you can connect with other people that are into what you're into, either as Amazon sellers, you want to connect with fellow Amazon sellers, or anything else that you're possibly into. Now, I've been a meetup organizer and a meetup attendee. What does that mean? So if you want to join these groups that other people have created, it's free. There's no monthly membership. Everything I'm about to tell you, you can access 100% for free. No monthly fees, no one-time fees, nothing. You put in an email address, you create a profile, and you're on meetup.com. So in addition to being an attendee, though, let's say on the off chance that there's something that you're into or that you'd like to connect with people who are into because it's something related to your product, and you search for it and you cannot find a group. You cannot find a local group on that particular topic. That's actually a moment for excitement, because now you can actually create that group. Today's topic on this episode is not going to be around strategies for, building a tribe on meetup.com for your private label product. It's not going to be on the marketing tactics on how to pixel people through your group or any best practices on meetup.com for your PL business. I'm going to do those in future episodes. Today, we're going to be looking at meetup.com from the influencer side of things. Now, the types of groups, so you have an idea, that I've been a part of, and by far this is not a complete list, but I've been in foodie groups, drawing groups, gardening, sushi, pub crawls, kickball, reptiles, coffee, you name it, and a whole lot more. Like I said, there's some groups out there for reviewers. Now you're probably just jumping to conclusions like, people that like to game the review system on Amazon. No, just people that like to review. They like to review YouTube videos. They like to review restaurants. They like to review Amazon products. They like to do all that. Again, there's a group for everything. Now, these groups that I just named, some of them were just a passion or something I thought I'd like to become passionate about, and I wanted to learn and explore more for free. Other ones had an agenda. There was a PL product I wanted to launch, and I wanted to check out this group. Now, before diving too much into the influencer part of it, I want to give you some examples of Meetup.com groups that I've created with the sole intention of leveraging it for a private label product. And why would I do that? I'm going to have a base of people that want to buy my product full price, that I'm going to be able to follow up with in person monthly about reviews on my product. I'm going to let your mind run with the power of what that would be. Like, how much would you give to be able to have an entire community local to you that's into what you're selling and what you have going on that can help you rank on Amazon at full price? So some examples of what I've done. I had a scuba brand, which I sold in the past, that was launched on Amazon. And what I did was I created a Meetup.com group about scuba diving. And it was people that wanted to learn scuba diving, new scuba divers. And I connected with a scuba shop and a scuba dive instructor. And I structured my group to where people could get free certifications to learn how to scuba dive. And if you've ever gotten a scuba diving certification, it's a pretty big ordeal. There's some very real costs associated with it. So to hear that you're going to be able to go learn scuba diving with other people that are also new, make friends, and not pay any money was a huge, huge magnet. So what I did, though, is obviously I reached out to the scuba store, the scuba dive instructor, and I structured a deal with them where I would be paying them money on the back end for them to portray as if they're doing these for free. Now, when that's going on, I'm pixeling the actual Meetup group. I'm able to serve up my products to the people that are in the group. The likelihood of somebody receiving free scuba lessons and then saying no to buying your flippers or your snorkel or your mask or whatever is actually quite low. So it worked out perfectly for me. And those organic sales, or those sales that came in and then pushed my products up towards the first page on my important keywords at the time, using something, what I call the treasure hunt, and we all call search, find, buy now, allowed me to get a lot more sales based on using that group as a launch. Now, for me to create that group as an organizer of the group, it cost me at the time, I think $60 every 6 months. So $10 a month to do this. So I launched a scuba brand that way. I had another Meetup group when I launched which I still currently have, which is a dog grooming brand. And the dog grooming brand actually started from a Meetup group called Dogs at the Park. And as the name implies, we'd get together with our dogs at the park. Another one was coffee accessories. Obviously, you see where this is going. The theme of that group was coffee lovers. And it goes on and on. You could literally create a product around anything. Let's say, though, because I get asked this sometimes, they're like, Carlos, that works, but what happens if I sell shower heads? Am I going to create a group about people that love shower heads? No. But people that might, if you have shower heads and stuff, create a group around, DIY around the house, and every month have a new DIY project that you guys all tackle together. And then this is something that can easily be incorporated in the group. These are people that actually make decisions and can make changes in the house. These are the people you want to talk to about your shower head. So you have to be a little creative with this. You get the idea. I can go on and on with different Meetup groups and the strategies I've used behind them to actually create and launch and sometimes sell brands. I want to talk now about the influencer side of things. Now, what is an influencer? Most people, when we talk about influencers, they're imagining, someone with 1 million followers on Instagram may or may not have bought their followers, and that they'll get up there, this person that's never met majority of their followers, and they'll get up there and they'll talk about a product, and then people will buy the product. Now, that's a strategy that does work. It's getting a little saturated, and it's not as easy as I just described, but it totally is a strategy that works. If you present your offer right to Instagram profiles, personalities, anything like that, it does work. I'm not knocking that strategy. It works. You should incorporate that strategy. However, if you only think about influencers that way and approach the whole influencer marketing method that way, you're really leaving a lot of money on the table and doing yourself a disservice, as everybody that is a Meetup organizer, they had to at some point say, wow, on the internet, at home, at work, I'm not able to get enough of this one subject that I'm so passionate about. As a matter of fact, I'm so passionate about it, I'm going to look on the web for people locally that want to hang out and talk about this subject. And they come to meetup.com, they decide to pay for the chance of forming a group, building a tribe or a community around that particular topic. In my opinion, and I've proven this time and time again, in my opinion, that is a type of influencer. Now, somebody with 1 million followers on Instagram is a lot harder to approach than somebody that has 1,500 people locally that's attending their meetup group. However, did I say that right? Yeah. Someone on Instagram is a lot harder to approach than someone locally. The person on Instagram, you might not even get, or YouTube, they might not even get a reply. Whereas this person on meetup.com, you can join their actual group. You want to get their attention? Attend the next session. Talk about the topic. Let them know you have this product and you know that you're selling and that you want to be a sponsor. Don't come across as salesy. I've used this approach countless times. I've attended people's meetup groups that are surrounding my topic. I wait till the group ends. I introduce myself. I participate in the actual group. I maybe bring a friend. I share their stuff out around social media. And I let them know, like, look, I'd love to sponsor this group. And in return, I'd love for you to talk about my product when it's appropriate in these different sessions and incorporate it into your onboarding email that Meetup members get when they join your actual group. I've rarely ever been turned down. And the very few times that I have been turned down in that approach, it was because the group was so large. It was this one time I was selling party supplies online, and this was like the largest party meetup group in the world. And I mean, they had like a party every single day of the year. And they understood the value and the power that they had as a group and what that could do for my business. So I said, look, I don't mind paying you like a flat fee every month to do this. Once I said that, I got their attention. You would never guess the amount of money I had to pay this person to actually get this done. $100 a month. That's all it took. $100 measly dollars a month to be a sponsor of this group, my private label brand, be a sponsor of this group, to get my product in front of all the people in that group that are interested in it, and to have it incorporated into the onboarding email messages that people get when they join that group. So it was very easy to get it set up that way. Now the results. What kind of ROI should you expect from this? I found, well, depending on how many new people join the group, that I'm getting 20% conversions for all the new people entering the group. Meaning if 10 new people join, I'm getting 2 sales a day from each of those groups. Now, up to this point in the podcast, we're talking about local. So something within a 3, 10, 25 mile radius of your house on meetup.com, and you're attending a local group. Meetup.com is actually, though, a global organization. Let's say you launched a product in, Amazon Turkey, and we did really good on Amazon Turkey. Say you launched a product in Amazon Turkey. It's quite difficult to find people and connect with them in Amazon Turkey so that you can get product reviews. Very hard. Like there's not even a Facebook group for Amazon Turkey sellers right now. And even if you wanted to go the black hat method, it's very, very hard. However, there is many meetup groups in Turkey where you can actually just reach out to these people in the group that already have a local following in that country of people that are into your topic. I'm hoping you guys can really connect the dots on that. You're going to hear a lot more about different meetup.com strategies as they connect to Amazon private label businesses in future episodes. This is a short one, everybody, but it's a pretty powerful one if you apply it in your business. If you have any questions about this topic or different strategies for doing this, make sure you connect with me on Instagram at Wizards of Amazon, or on our Facebook group, which is the Wizards of Amazon Facebook group. All right. Have a good one. Much love, and keep crushing it in your business. Liked what you heard and want to stay connected? Join our Facebook group or find me anywhere on social media at Wizards of Amazon, or text the word Amazon to 69922.